Eric B's Daily Vlogs.
After that long drive coming back from Southern California, it's nice to be back in a little less stressful environment. Let's get this started.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. The full emptiness of Golden Gate Park. Not a whole lot of people running around trying to get a boarding pass for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Not gonna do a whole lot today. Just gonna talk to you, update stuff that we did in Disneyland. Not gonna take you on no adventure, no journey, not today at least. Need to get the mind going, get the mind ready back for another week of work. That sounds really scary. So let's go talk. Let's go. It's a nice colorful tree. From here they look like roses, but if you get closer, I think they're carnations. I think they're carnations, not too sure. Walking down that direction is one of the first sundials that I ever did and talked about. But that's, again, not what we're here. We're here just to do a quick discussion, quick trip, or if you're planning a trip to Disneyland, this is what we're going to talk about. First things first, when it comes to making sure when you guys get out there, plan your trip accordingly. This whole boarding pass issue that they're doing, this whole boarding pass thing is a little stressful, and you know, it's stressful. I took recommendations from a cousin, Megan, who was there a week before we were, said leave your bags in the car so that way when you go through security checkpoint you don't have to go. You know, if you've been to Disneyland, they do the security thing, you're stuck in that security line because they're going through your bag. And if you're the type of person that carries a lot of stuff in your bag, you'll be in that security checkpoint for a while. Don't take the tram. If you noticed in yesterday's vlog, I didn't take the tram. I took the car, dropped it, went across downtown Disney. It's a lot faster. Trust me, that tram line can take anywhere between 20 30 minutes depending on the crowd. And yes, it does go fast, but still it was crowded. Don't take the tram. That's another suggestion you shouldn't do. If you can, I would recommend not even driving. If you can, if you're on a hotel or staying in a hotel anywhere off Harbor Boulevard, those are the hotels right off of Disneyland. If you're staying into those hotels, walk. Get there early. You don't have to wait till about 6:45 is when the Mickey and Friends lot opened. By the time I got the car parked and rushed over across downtown Disney, it was 7. I got in line by like 7:30, or I waited in line by 7:30. So if you don't have to, don't drive. If you can't, we were staying in Buena Park, so it was kind of difficult for us not to drive. We had to drive, park the car. Don't drive. That's recommended. That's something if you don't have to, again, if you're staying at a hotel that's right off Harbor, don't drive. Make sure your whole party is there as well. Make sure the whole group that you came with is there. I guess I'll go back to like rule number 1. Download the Disneyland app. Download that app first thing foremost, because that's something you need when you try to get the boarding pass, trying to get away from that sun glare. Get the Disneyland app, and it makes it a lot easier. Oh, the sun is just not forgiving right now. It makes it a lot easier when it comes time to downloading or trying to get on a boarding pass. So once you have the app, you're good to go. Your next best thing is to, like I said, get to the park. So download the app, get the app ready, and you're good to go, I would think. All right, now you got all that out of the way. You got the app downloaded. You figured out how you're gonna get to the park. Leave your bags in the car for now. For now, we lucked out. We got boarding pass 78, so we were able to get our boarding pass, get on a ride, and then decided to go get our stuff later on to go through security again. So leave your stuff in the car for now. Bring your cell phones, bring whatever you need to bring, but leave the bags and all the other things that'll slow you down. Leave that in the car. You could always go back and get it. Now, once you got all that, it's 7:30, you're in the park, you're waiting. Recommended that whoever's with you, you guys all download your tickets to the same app or the same group that you're with. So that way, if there's 5 of you, 6 of you, 7 of you, 8 of you, you guys could all be part of that one boarding pass. So that way it's a lot easier, because you know how, if you don't know how the Disneyland app works, you can actually download your ticket or upload your ticket onto the app. So that way, once you get on the boarding pass, it's gonna ask you, who do you want to ride this ride, and it should have your names on there. So recommended thing, if you guys are all coming there, you're all meeting up, if you're a family, you're a group of 3, group of 4, group of 5, make sure all your names are in that app. So that way it's easy for you guys to all get a pass or get a boarding pass. Now, right at 8 o'clock, right when it hits, I would say the more the merrier. So the more you guys actually trying to get the app, the more of you guys trying to get a boarding pass, the easier it is. If there's just one of you with the app, remember, you got a lot of people. You guys saw the videos of everybody that was there yesterday. You got a lot of people that were trying really hard to get that boarding pass. So the one thing you want to make sure is you want to make sure there's at least 2 of you guys. 3 would be better, to try to get that boarding pass. Now, once you finally do get your boarding pass, and I did mention in yesterday's vlog, it's not first come, first serve. It's not, oh, I'm the first one. It's random. There's thousands of you guys trying to get a boarding pass. There's thousands of you guys trying to get one pass for a group of you guys to get on there. So you can get, I think I'm not sure if it starts at 1, didn't check, but you can get anywhere between the first ride of the day to the very last ride of the day. So that's how many people are trying to get the boarding pass all at one time. So if you're trying to get one, and let's say you do get there 7:30, 8 o'clock, you're one of the first ones, there's a possibility that you will get an early one. We got 78. We didn't get called back till about 1:45, 1:45 if I recall. So you could get lucky and be one of the first ones, or you could be one of those groups that has to wait till about the park closes. But the good thing about that is, if you do have to wait till the evening time or the late afternoon like we did, there's a lot of things you can do. There's a couple things you can do, like you can get on, you know, a lot of people were asking, what else did you do? We got on Pirates. Check this out.
Quit your clocking. take this paltry sum as a stipend to cover my expenses.
So there's other things besides waiting for your boarding pass to finally board, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Go through the park, have breakfast, have lunch, go back to your car, get all your stuff, get all your belongings, go through that security checkpoint. If you are close enough and your hotel is right down the street, go back to your hotel, take a nap. Take a nap. Someone asked me today, you think it would be less crowded if someone did this on a weekend? We went on a Sunday, and unfortunately the day that we went, they were having some cheerleading competition. So there was a lot more people on this President's Day weekend than in the past when we went. So yes, it'll probably be a lot easier for you to get a boarding pass if you went on a non-busy weekend day. If you're going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so chances that you'll get that boarding pass and get on the ride. There's a chance. Again, everybody's trying to do the same thing, and it's not just people who lives in the Bay Area, San Francisco, trying to drive up to Disneyland. You have SoCal people who are Disneyland fanatics that are always trying to be the first ones to do things. So you got to compete with them also. So that's the thing. But once you do get on the ride, as you guys saw in the video, it's a it's the kind of ride that can make a grown man cry. And trust me when I say that, I felt like I was in a totally different world. Planet Batu already makes me feel like I'm not even in Disneyland. It makes me feel like I'm in a different place, a different part of the galaxy, I guess, as you can say. But being in that ride, going from ground to what you see here to all of a sudden we're in outer space, that was a different crazy feeling. I'll tell you that right now. It was one of those feelings where you're like, whoa, what did we just step into? Crazy. I think the one thing that's super important when you're at the park, super important, is to just stay calm, relax. Remember, if you don't get a boarding pass, you're still inside Disneyland. A lot of people every year tries to visit Disneyland, whether it's the one in Florida, Magic Kingdom, or the original Magic Kingdom, Anaheim. A lot of people tries to pay a visit. A lot of people tries to wait for that guy to pass because he's going to be an a-hole and, you know, do his little throttle thing like motorcycles do. But just remember that you're in Disneyland. So if you don't get that boarding pass, if you don't get that chance, you woke up early, you got in line, you struggled to get a boarding pass and you didn't get one, you're still in Disneyland. So go enjoy all the other attractions that's still there. Go enjoy all the other things that's still available. Do that. Just the line, the ride. Yeah, just do that. Now eventually the boarding pass line will probably, or the boarding pass system will probably go away. Eventually they did have everything set up for the queue line. You know, I'm not one of those people that likes to get up early to be in Disneyland. I've been a rope drop one time. It's something you must experience when you're there one time, just to experience rope drop. But I like to get to the park around 9, 10 o'clock. I like to take my time getting in there. So for those people who are planning trips, who has little kids that can't get up at 5, 6 in the morning to try to be in the park by 8 o'clock, I understand. You know, I understand. And I know at one point they're probably going to get rid of the boarding pass system and everyone's going to go through that standby queue line and probably wait 100 minutes, 200 minutes. That's probably what they should do. Now remember last year when Star Wars Galaxy's Edge opened up, Planet Batu opened up for the first time, they gave you a boarding pass to enter Planet Batu. They didn't want it to be so crazy, so full of people for the first time. A new land just opened up. So remember that. So what they did was they gave you a boarding pass, and it was just kind of like, I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if that's how it was, or if they did it like this, or that you have to be there at 8 o'clock, because when we got there, Galaxy's Edge was already open to the public, so we were able to actually just go straight in, get in line for the Millennium Falcon. So that's, you know, I guess we'll see what happens in the future. Now remember, summertime they are opening Marvel Land over Disney's California Adventure. So hopefully by then, hopefully before then, they finally get rid of the boarding pass system and they start doing the regular queue line. Hopefully. But if they do that, get in line. It is worth it. Again, just a quick, brief update of what to expect when you get to Disneyland. I know I'm not in Disneyland right now. I'm in a more quieter, more peaceful spots, peaceful location. So take my advice with what I just said when you guys plan a trip there. Also, download the app. The app right now, when I looked at it, it did still say they are taking boarding passes, and for how long, I don't know. You know, that's something you have to plan out, and definitely plan your trip according to, most likely they'll still have a boarding pass. So plan that trip. That's how you want to do it. That's exactly how you want to get it done. Plan your trip accordingly. Plan it like there is still going to be a boarding pass. That's the best advice I can give you guys. Alright guys, no adventure today, just a quick update of what you should do when you are in Disneyland, how to get your boarding pass, what to bring, what to expect when you're there, what to get out of it. But the whole experience from getting to the park, getting a boarding pass, to the end of the ride was an awesome experience. It's definitely cool to watch. If you haven't watched the video, I'll leave the links to the video down below, or just go check yesterday's video. You'll see all that there. It's the process of how we got the boarding pass, what we did in between, kept it a Star Wars kind of theme, got on Star Tours, and they did change it to more of the Rise of the Resistance kind of things, not like before, but we kept it to where it was like a Star Wars theme, which was cool. And man, was there a lot of Star Wars nerds. I mean, I'm a Star Wars fan. You know, I nearly teared up after Rise of the Resistance, after getting off the ride. But you got grown adults dressed up in full gear, full costumes, with the lightsabers, with the everything. And you know, Disneyland has a policy that after the age of, I don't know, 12, 13, you can't dress in a costume, because people who's never been to Disneyland before might think this person who's just cosplaying, dressing is a character. Like when I first got to Galaxy's Edge, I didn't know Rey was the original Rey. I thought she was a cosplayer who was trying to dress up like Rey, but no, she was actually Rey, the real Rey that plays in Galaxy's Edge. So they don't want you dressing up, but again, you'll find these guys older than me, my age, who likes to dress up in full battle gear. Well, they can't dress up in full battle gear, so they'll just wear the top and wear regular jeans, because again, you can't go in there wearing a costume. But they do. They find a way to do it. And oh my God, that's all I gotta say. But everything was worth it. The trip was worth it. The drive, I'm trying to fix my autofocus. The drive down 5, for once it was peaceful. It wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty smooth. An exception to, you know, one of those two drivers that don't want to get out of the fast lane, who wants to go as fast as the big semi truck that's next to them. Other than that, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But trip was fun. I'm not sure when we're gonna plan the next trip, but when we do, hopefully the boarding pass system is gone. Hopefully. The smell of outdoors. Kind of wish I still smell the popcorn and the candy apple, but I'm not. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me comments down below if you've experienced anything different other than what I experienced when it came to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Leave me comments down below. Let me know if there's anything you experienced, either negative or positive. Let me know. I did reach out to Disneyland asking them when they're going to get rid of the boarding pass, and they said for now they're going to keep it. For now. We'll see how long for now is. Also follow me on Patreon. Again, I'm only asking for $1 a day, $1 a month sorry, $1 a month for every you guys, so that way it'll fund trips like Disneyland. It'll help me gas up. I am planning a trip across the Golden Gate sometime soon, hopefully when the weather gets a little bit better and the weather's a lot warmer. Right now it's okay, I am in the shade, it's a little windy but not that bad. But yes, when the weather gets better, summertime starts rolling, I do plan on taking trips outside of San Francisco to bring you guys more content. So that $1 a month that you guys give me will help me pay for gas, if I have to pay for a toll, if I have to pay for an entrance for someplace like a national park, it'll help me with that. So that way, you know, and again, I'll leave links to my Patreon down below. It gives you all the information. If you do $1 more or $5, it gives you all that stuff down there. So click on that link down below. And then also big shout out to Kofi and Black Star United. This Black Star United had made it to Disneyland Planet Batu. Check out his gear. He has a lot of cool, awesome gear. He is putting out something new. Follow him on Instagram. I'll leave all his links to his description down below. And if you guys are looking for cool gear, especially this time of month, to celebrate Black History Month, Black Star United is the gear you want to check out. So definitely go check his links down below. And for you guys who follow me on a daily and watch me on a daily, thank you. I really appreciate it. I do. I appreciate you guys taking your time, whether you're on the potty, watching this in the morning, have a cup of coffee next to you, or watching it at work when you're supposed to be answering BART calls. You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. But thank you guys. You guys are definitely reason why I'm still going. But thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. Here from the Fuchsia Dell. The Fuchsia Dell thing is right over there. The sundial is right over there. One of the first sundials vlogs that I did in San Francisco. It's right over there somewhere. But thanks for watching, guys. Here from San Francisco, Golden Gate Park, Fuchsia Dell. Vlog's ended. Go in peace. Alright, call me a nerd, but the whole time I was here, just reminded me of Planet Endor. If you don't know what Endor is, then you guys are not Star Wars fans.
I made this.